everyone, I'm Jackie. Welcome back for week 6 of the Real Women of Philadelphia cooking competition. We are back into side dishes and have I got one for you. This recipe is inspired by the weather. We're at the time of year where we get the occasional beautiful sunny hot day that makes me start thinking about barbecues and southern cooking. And yet, you know, it's still May and this is Canada, so we still get lots of those days that are cool and wet and downright chilly. And I just want to turn on my oven and bake up some comfort food for dinner. So, southern cooking, comfort food, and side dish, what could I do but make spoon bread? If you're not familiar with spoon bread, it's a classic southern side dish. And it's similar to a cornbread, except it's a lot lighter in texture. Sometimes it's even made in the style of a souffle. And it's also usually baked in a big casserole or one big souffle dish. And instead of slicing it to serve, it is spooned out and scooped onto your plate. That's why it's called spoon bread. So I'm not making a traditional classic spoon bread. I'm going to put my own little twist on it, and of course that will include Philadelphia cream cheese. But one of the things I'm going to do is make individual servings, and we're going to make them in little custard cups. And the other thing we're going to do is bake a creamy herb and garlic, really flavorful custard right on top. Now for a custard, we're going to get a rich, creamy, smooth texture and amazing herb and garlic flavor from our Philadelphia herb and garlic cream cheese. There is so much flavor packed into this little tub that the rest of our batter is really quite simple with only a few basic ingredients. Now let's get started. I've already got my oven preheating to 350 and I've whisked together my dry ingredients. This is half a cup of flour, a third of a cup of cornmeal, some baking powder, baking soda, salt, and just a touch of sugar. I've also lightly sprayed our custard cups with some cooking oil. And if you don't have custard cups, you can use ramekins, about the same size ramekins, or keep it simple and use muffin tins. Now our recipe today makes 4 servings, but if you have more people at your table, or if you want leftovers, because these reheat really well, go ahead and double or even triple the recipe. So let's put that Philadelphia cream cheese to work, shall we? So I've got our 1 tub of Philadelphia herb and garlic cream cheese, and it's not only going in that wonderful savory custard on top, it's going right into the batter, and it's going to add a wonderful flavor but also a nice rich texture. And I'm putting half of the 250 gram tub into our batter. We'll get to our batter in a moment. Before we do that, I just want to get our custard ready, so when our batter is ready to bake, we're ready to pour our custard. So out of, I've got half a tub remaining. I'm going to take about 2/3 of that. And that's going into our custard sauce on the top. So 2/3 of half a tub is 1/6 of a tub, but this is one of those things you just eyeball. And to that I'm adding 6 tablespoons of heavy cream. I'm just going to pop this in the microwave and heat it up enough that I can whisk it until it's nice and smooth. Alright, that just took about 30 seconds in the microwave just to soften it all up, warm it up a bit. Now our custard sauce is smooth and ready to pour. While I was at it, I also just tossed the rest of our cream cheese in the microwave for another 30 seconds so it is nice and soft as well, and it will whisk up like a dream. So let's whisk up our batter. Just whisk the cream cheese till it's smooth, and we'll add 1 egg. Got my nice brown eggs. These are from our ladies, as we call our chickens. We've got 6 little red hens, and they give us 5 or 6 eggs every day, so I'm always looking for ways to use those eggs. Whisk that up. Also whisk in a half a cup of buttermilk. Well shaken buttermilk. Always give it a good shake to the carton before you measure it out. And then in goes our dry ingredients all at once. I'll just stir to combine that. And we want to be a little more gentle with our batter whenever we're blending flour in. We don't want to make these tough. And that is thick and good. Now we just portion out our batter into our custard cups. I've got them on a cookie sheet to make them easier to take in and out of the oven. I've also lined my sheet with a silicone baking mat. If you've got one, use it because it helps keep the cups from sliding around all over the pan. We'll just divide these up evenly. Now I'm using the herb and garlic Philly, as I've said, but feel free to mix it up, experiment, try different things. I bet these would be fabulous with roasted red pepper, sun-dried tomato, spinach, or you know what would be amazing? Use the dill-flavored Philly in both the batter and the custard, and serve these little spoon breads with cedar plank barbecued salmon. These are really versatile. You can do whatever you want with these. And here's a wild out there idea for you. Instead of a savory Philly, try using one of the sweet ones like pineapple. Again, in both the batter and the custard, and add a little bit more sugar to the batter, and then serve the little spoon breads at breakfast instead of pancakes or waffles. Make sure there's lots of maple syrup on the table to pour all over these, and be prepared to be amazed. If you do that, make sure you do a double batch because you will definitely want the extras then. You know, when you're cooking with Philly, the possibilities really are endless. You're only limited by your own imagination. And it's so easy to take a favorite savory dish and make it sweet, or a favorite sweet dish and make it savory. Just change up your Philly and run with it. With our batter divided evenly among our custard cups, I am just gently, carefully dividing our custard sauce over top. So that's it. These are ready to go in the oven. They'll bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. They're done when a knife inserted in the center comes out mostly clean. We'll be back. Hi again. While our spoon breads are baking, I thought I'd share this beautiful day with you, show you my backyard. This is just the kind of May day I was talking about. Gives us a little taste of the summer weather to come. Has us thinking barbecues in the deep south. But you know what? The temperature will drop tonight and it'll be maybe 10 degrees, so we'll know we're in the north. But I love these cool evenings and sunny days. It's a great time of year, great time to be outside. But we've got spoon bread in the oven. We better get back in. Well, our individual herb and garlic spoon breads have cooked up beautifully. They are done because the spoon bread part is firm and springy. The custard has cooked up firm around the edge but is still soft and creamy in the center. I've let them cool on a wire rack for 5 to 10 minutes, make them a little easier to handle. You could serve these right in the custard cups in the baking dishes if you like, and that would help hold the heat if, say, you're serving buffet style. But I like to take them out of the cups to serve so that they can mix and mingle with whatever else I have going on my plate. So to do that, you just take a knife, run it around the edge. Don't worry if it gets a little messy. And then just tip it out onto your plate. Oh, that is steaming hot. So there we have our individual herb and garlic spoon breads. They are just full of amazing flavor and creamy goodness, all thanks of course to Philadelphia herb and garlic cream cheese. As I said, these would be a fabulous side dish to some barbecued meat, something saucy, sticky, spicy like barbecued ribs or chicken. And if you want to keep with the southern cooking theme, saute up some collard greens to be your vegetable on the side. You'll have an amazing meal that has you thinking summer in the south. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.